So I am working on multiple videos, and I just wanted to go through the outline of what I'm going to cover in the other videos. Also, one video I already did. So there's a lot of videos coming out again about Candace. And I wasn't going to say anything, but I don't know. I guess I'm kind of sucked in. Also, I hear people like lying and stuff. Like saying blatant stuff like, oh, she said, when she didn't say it. So, some of the issues are the incredible, like, lies and stuff. Also, I want to reassure people who came from the left are feeling like, oh, well, I came from the left. Are you going to do this to me? Well, no, because the issue isn't her, SJW past. I mean, yeah, that kind of people made a big deal out of that. But it's that she continues to lie, and like exhibit hypocrisy and have all kinds of inconsistencies. And a lot of this stuff is basically coming from after she supposedly changed. Even many of the stuff I'm going to cite happened after she was using the Red Pill Black name. So the support she's getting is a visceral reaction, to this fear that we on the right aren't going to let people change from the left. That couldn't be further from the truth. We do welcome people on the left. It's just that she's been caught in so many lies, and a lot of people think that it is going to blow up. And also, I'm going to be honest, I think Tree, and I know myself, I'm jealous of the left. I'm jealous of the left that, they stick together and stuff, and, they got rid of her in one day. So Tree actually pointed out that. She was like, they got rid of her in one day, and we cannot get rid of her. And I'm jealous of the left that they could get rid of her in one day because she's toxic. And, right now, they're attacking all of the right based on her. So it's not a good look. Like, they're blowing up all this stuff, and it's making a mockery of us. So anyways, the stuff that I'm going to cover in the various videos, or maybe I'll put it all in one video. But anyway, I want to go through what I had put in my notes. So critics say that Candace hasn't attacked Tree. This is not true. I'm going to find the proof of that. There is a video I already did that was called Liberal, Conservative, Republican, or something to that effect, showing all the different inconsistencies that we had out of Candace in her interviews after she had already taken the Red Pill Black name. And these were interviews August, September, October, and then things blew up at the end of October, and I had put the clips together starting the end of October, and then I didn't bother to make the video until, I don't know, a couple months ago? A month ago? I don't know. But I'm gonna link that somewhere, or maybe I'll put that on the card right there, up at the top of the screen. Which leads me into, this question, when did she move from the left to the right? Because here's the thing, is she's very inconsistent. Oh no, it was this date, that date, it keeps changing. And she's saying that she moved on certain dates, and then she's shown to be supporting the left after that and saying that she was a Democrat after she's the date that presumably she gave, because, she woke up overnight and changed. She went from far left, went to bed, woke up in the morning, went, that's some pretty sun outside. Oh, look, the East River looks, not the East River, the Hudson River looks really nice this morning from my luxurious dorm building. And, I think I'm gonna go from far left to being a Republican today. Except, is she a Republican? Oh, yes. Definitely, that video is already made. I'm gonna link it. You should definitely watch it. The video is already made about liberal, conservative, Republican. What is she? You know, it's very inconsistent, very inconsistent. She also actually, I found 3 different times when she supposedly quit her job, and 3 different reasons. So I'm going to lay out proof of that. Hypocrisy in the Prager University videos, hypocrisy on Twitter. And, you know, I mean, she has sold herself as someone who can, you know, I'm like the savior to the black community. I'm going to, like, bring them all off of the left and bring them to the right. And she can't really speak to them. She doesn't have anything in common with them. And it's making things worse. It's making the people on the left actually, they're looking at this and they're like, that's the best you have to try to entice us to come to the right? You know, they see her for what some of us do, but most of them, you know, it's not going to entice them because they're looking as like she has nothing in common with them. You know, not that I'm saying this, but for a certain type of black, they would look at her and say she's not a real black. And yes, I know, like, she called herself coon, and that was supposed to be a big thing. But it's not just because, you know, she's supposedly on the right that she's a coon. And that's something I'm going to show. She actually wrote an article back when she was still on the left where she basically said that she had been a coon since, like, elementary school or something like that. So I'm going to dig that up, and we're going to talk about that at some point. But the conclusion to this is she's just the wrong person to be held up to represent black conservatives. And so I want to go through some alternatives, some people that I think are great options. There's a lot of really small channels that I really like that I would support. And yeah, I know, like, the left, the black leftists are going to look at me and be like, she sounds white. She's white. I am white, okay? But I've lived in a black neighborhood. I've lived in a Puerto Rican neighborhood. And I know why you need to be careful when you take the elevator in the projects. You know, kind of watch where you step. I know all about that. And actually was in a conversation with someone recently, and they were like, oh, I would just take the stairs. I'm like, can't do that. There's a very good reason why. And even this person, this was actually, I think it was Tree, actually, told her, like, and she was, oh, yeah, we didn't have, Tree lived in the projects growing up, but they didn't have elevators. So, but, I mean, Candace lived in New York City, so if she was that type of person, she should have, in theory, which she didn't, have had friends who lived in the projects and gone into the projects at all. And, I mean, yeah, okay, I'm a white girl, but you know what? I've been in the projects, like, at least I understand these things. I mean, I guess in a way, even being white, I'm, like, blacker than her, but I wouldn't call myself black, you know, of course not. That's crazy. But, you know, I can probably speak to these people more than she can. I don't know how she would connect to people from the black community, because the things that she is doing right now, I've seen firsthand comments on Facebook. I actually contacted somebody. They had commented on one of her Facebook posts, and they were black, and they were just not interested in what she was selling. And I even asked the person, like, how did you end up finding her? So this person was even, like, on their way over, and they were not interested in what she was selling. They were like, yeah, I found her from Milo's page. So, if they were on Milo's page, like, this is not a hardcore Democrat, and still, like, they just didn't want what she was selling. They considered her, you know, all the things that certain people of us are trying to explain. So anyway, that's way more detail than I wanted for the introduction video. That's kind of my outline for, you know, what I plan to cover in the remaining videos. Oh, don't forget to, you know, like, share, comment, subscribe. And here are my social media sites if you want to subscribe to me on multiple platforms. Alright, thanks for stopping by my channel. I will see you guys all next time.